The imposing Victorian mansion was known by the locals as the Holloway House, a subject of hushed whispers and fearful glances. It had stood at the edge of the small town for over a century, its sun-bleached walls and shattered windows a testament to time's merciless march. Though the town was vibrant, alive with the echoes of children playing and the smells of freshly baked bread from the corner bakery, the Holloway House remained an uncanny scar on the landscape, a monument to secrets that refused to die. When the Dennison family purchased the Holloway House, they were enchanted by its eccentric charm and blissfully unaware of the darkness cloaked within its walls. Jane Dennison, a curious and imaginative teenager with a keen appreciation for historical lore, was the first to brave the attic's threshold. Accompanied by her childhood friend Alex, she embarked on what they believed to be a whimsical exploration. The ascent into the attic was akin to a slow crawl into oblivion. The narrow stairs creaked underfoot, whispering rumors of their own mysteries, while cobwebs brushed against their skin, leaving behind subtle reminders of nature's persistence. The attic's only window, a rose-shaped portal tainted by grime, filtered the sunlight into sinister columns that bent and twisted in unnatural dance. At first glance, the attic appeared ordinary, filled with forgotten trunks and obsolete furniture draped in dusty sheets. But as Jane and Alex ventured further, they discovered a peculiar wooden chest adorned with faded engravings that seemed to shift when one's gaze faltered. With a sense of foreboding mingled with excitement, Jane reached for the chest's tarnished latch. A scream, the kind that chills the marrow, escaped her lips as the lid flew open with a deafening bang. A whirlwind of dust swirled, revealing fragments of lost artifacts, cryptic letters, unidentifiable sketches, and a small brass hourglass, its sand frozen in perpetual suspension. The atmosphere shifted, bearing the weight of eyes unseen, watching, waiting. "Let's get out of here," Alex murmured, his voice quivering with an unplaceable fear. Yet Jane felt the pull of the hourglass, compelled by an invisible force to cradle it in her palm. The moment she touched it, the room dropped to a chilling silence. Shadows elongated, intertwining with the light in grotesque patterns. They both felt it. The attic was alive. Compelled by inexplicable curiosity, Jane barely heard herself saying, "I need to understand this." That night, Jane lay awake in bed, the hourglass beneath her pillow, her mind entangled with visions of the attic's treasures. From the shadows, shapes moved. Soft whispers filled the vacant night. Her room, once a sanctuary, became a prison. The following day, the house seemed subdued, as if the walls themselves were holding their breath. The hours passed in a surreal haze, a sense of pervasive dread marking every corner. Even Alex, who visited as often as he could, felt the change, a fulminant anxiety that strained their friendship. Together, unable to resist the allure of the attic, they returned, determined to uncover its secrets. They rifled through the chest with renewed vigor. Among the faded letters, one marked with ink barely legible, spoke of a mechanism buried beneath the attic's floorboards. Driven by adrenaline and youthful folly, they hacked at the ancient timber, revealing a hollow cavity containing clockwork machinery, a device from a bygone era. It ticked ominously, its gears grinding despite the passage of time. The hourglass pulsed, resonating with the ticking, a synchronization of dread. Jane felt something awaken within her. They unwittingly wound the mechanism, setting into motion a sequence unforeseen. The house groaned, the air thick with tension as reality warped. It was then they realized they were not alone. Figures materialized from the ether, silhouettes of lives left behind. Their expressions were etched with anguish, eyes pleading for salvation.